Morning guys, Mon here. Today I want to give you a quick update, about my Doomfletch miner, and in the previous videos I would have said split arrow miner, but we don't split arrow anymore because, we go tornado shot. The very old school tornado shot. So I will just go through a few changes and how it changes the build, because overall, I think Tornado Shot is pretty similar to Split Arrow. Damage-wise, on the clearing setup, it's a lot more. Damage-wise, on the single target, it seems a little less or somewhat similar. So overall, it says we don't have to swap games anymore, but it got a whole lot more expensive. And by that I mean we don't use point blank anymore on our drill neck, we use additional arrow. And we don't use tornado shot 5 additional single projectile instead of split arrow 3 additional projectiles. I did actually create a copy of my helmet with the resistances, so if I want to go split arrow I can just throw in this helmet and have the exact same resistances for the YSO. You don't need that, just decide between split arrow and tornado shot. So why is Tornado Shot good apparently? Tornado Shot, shoots out a lot of projectiles, and these can overlap if you don't know. Like these secondary projectiles that come out of the tornadoes can overlap with the other projectiles that come out of the tornadoes. So when I shoot 5 arrows or more, every single of these can hit the enemy. So with Awakened Greater Multiple Projectiles we have +5, with the Quiver we have +6, and the one base is +7, so we shoot 7 projectiles. I'm trying to get the double corruption on my Doomfletch for another projectile, but that is very difficult and probably will cost me a few hundred exalts, so not very soon. But we've got a 6 white socket Doomfletch now for leveling enlightens and stuff. So what else did change? We go for point blank again, because we don't have point blank on the Quiver anymore. I currently don't have Throat Seeker, nor do I have Force of Nature, because these are the least important damage nodes, which is quite interesting still, but yeah. Out of that, aside from that, not much have changed. I got enough resistances to put Mind Throwing Speed on both the amulet and the helmet. I've got some resistances on one Juvis somewhere here to all elemental resistances, which is nice, but not necessary if you don't want as much or don't use 2 circles and stuff like that. So yeah, this version of the character, we can just quickly run something more or less interesting. We just do a Guardian, I guess, and see how it's going. Mods seem fine, and I can just show you quickly what the build's capable of. I didn't try it against Phoenix yet, I did most of the other stuff, but yeah, let's just take a look. Oh, yeah, we really need this. It just is much better for the eyes. So something that is very nice is that we have a very, very big area and hit a lot of it. What the fuck is this? We have a huge area and just clear in any direction, and for the single target we are not that reliant on the enemy being like stationary more or less. So we are a lot more flexible in that department, because the barrage setup always had the problem that when the enemy was moving we would lose a shit ton of DPS, and we don't have that here as much. We still have it a bit because of, point blank, and we try to have the enemy kinda close, but it's not nearly as bad as with barrage. The problem with Tornado Shot is that you need a lot of projectiles, and greater multiple projectiles is about 20 exalts, and the awakened version of course, and the how it's called, the point blank quiver, or not the point blank but additional arrow, is well, the only one that was there is the one I currently have, so there might come another one online, but I think there are only 5 or 6 on the market, so yeah. The damage actually is not that great against Phoenix. Against stuff like Zeros, it seemed a lot better. Let's see if we have damage mods on here. Holy shit. Is that reduced damage mods? This is embarrassing little damage, what the fuck? What mods do we have? Okay, reduce extra damage from crits. Elemental resistance is okay. So the enemies are kinda tanky. And more monster life. And we were inferior cursed. Oh, and we got a drop here. So, holy shit, this was an incredibly tanky map. So this basically halves our damage. This halves our damage, nearly, 40% more. This is insane, what the fuck, the mods? Okay, I should have checked the mods. But yeah, you've seen, with all these tanky mods, the map overall was a joke. So, yeah, we can just run this as well. So you probably see a map that doesn't have so stupid tanky mods. Because that was, well, what the fuck. And I think you've got a good idea of what changes for the build. So the best part I think is that I like Tornado Shot a lot more. And oh, actually I have one thing that makes Tornado Shot apparently very good for Doomfletch, because the Divergent Tornado Shot is a little Doomfletch. Not as extra, but it converts. So we nearly have 100% conversion of our base fist damage, which then gets scaled, which, well, is a better scaling than Split Arrow, which is great. Because the Anomalous Tornado Shot has, with 23% quality, 69% of physical damage converted to a random element, which is a very strong mod for us. Oh. Amethyst string with crit multiplier, that's not what you want on there. That's definitely not what you want on there. Neither. But you've got an idea about the build, about what changes. I will put all the upcoming changes in the written guide, and we'll just upload some stuff like 5-way Legion encounter with 2-player HP, 100% delirium map and stuff like that. All of this is possible with the build and is fun, and thanks for watching.